Welcome, everybody, to the Go Political live edition of the Dolton Chronicles. Yes, folks, we're going to have us a good old time tonight talking about the crazy action that happened last night at the Dalton Trustees Board meeting, which, of course, ended in complete chaos. And tonight we have a special guest, a movie star in the house. So everybody put your hands together and welcome my lovely assistant, Caroline of the Bottom Line. Round of applause.
Hi.
Was that intro over the top or what? How about
it? Was perfect.
What do you think, guys? Okay, so we got 36 people in here tonight, and we're going to talk about that crazy meeting. How crazy was it? And we're going to talk about some of the crazy comments. There were some good comments. We had some good comments on the video. Who do we have in here? Grandpa Leroy has been helping me out. Shout out to Grandpa. And we've got Clavier Galvin. Now, can you guys hear my sound effects? Can you hear the? Please let me know. Because the last time I
do it again. Barely.
Wow. You know what?
It's there, but it's just much lower than you.
Is that right? How about? You know
yeah,
what?
that's a little better.
That's a little better? Okay, and I'm going to turn up my mic sensitivity, and that might help.
Oh, that's a little better.
Okay,
Yeah.
because when I play the music, like whenever we crown a new king and we get the theme song, I want you guys to hear it. Now, can you hear the king or queen song playing right now? You can't hear that. Wow.
Is it just me?
That's what I don't like about StreamYard. What if I held the speaker up here? I'm going to play it again. Now tell me if you hear it. Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, that's just ridiculous. How about that? I'm going to have to figure out how to bring in the computer audio into the stream because I don't know how to use StreamYard yet. So once that improves, well, maybe I'll just have to hold the microphone down to the speaker and hopefully you can hear that. But you can't hear you can hear that, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be
barely, but I can.
Well, that's good enough. As long as we can hear the applause and then that's good enough. Then we're ready to roll. And I'll turn up my mic just a little bit more. I'm going to turn up the gain so we can get all the audios in here. All right. So we got Doug Day in the house. Also, everybody check in, type hello. God bless. How are you doing? We're going to have a good time, have some fun. This is going to be a family-friendly discussion. So please don't drop any F-bombs in the comments. We want to keep it nice because there are young people that watch. And when we're not cursing, we're getting along and we're loving one another. So when the stream is done, you can cuss all you want, but we're going to have some good fun tonight. Okay. Have a good old time. And hopefully we can describe this meeting without cussing. We might have to cuss a little to describe this crazy meeting because it was a complete poop show. Now, first of all, right off the bat, what did you think of Mary in the beginning? What was your reaction to that?
So I actually like Miss Mary.
Yeah.
I do. And I think she's got a little bit of sass. I think she's got some fire to her, and that's okay because I do too.
A little
and
bit
I
of
think
sass.
she's
a
not
little
afraid
bit
to
of
speak her
sass.
mind. Yeah, you know,
A little bit of sass.
just a little. I actually like Mary. I was a little disappointed that from the behind view, it looked like she knew what was about to happen. She was looking at the police
Oh,
officer to
she
see if
totally
they were.
knew. Yeah, she knew. She knew what was going
Yeah,
on.
she knew.
Well,
So
I thought she was a little much. Now,
yeah,
type
did
in the
you?
comments if you think Mary did good and was just a sassy granny type sassy granny, and if you think Granny went over the top, I want you to type hood granny. So was she a sassy granny or was she a hood granny? As I thought
See, at the
when she got up there
beginning,
and she just started right out the box cussing. Holy moly, I'm like, good Lord. She's setting the stage for madness. I mean, you got to admit, when the old
yeah,
lady steps up and she starts cussing on the mic in a public forum right off the bat, you know, okay, Patrick says hood granny. We got Tiki Chid in the house. What's up? There's 74 people viewing right now. And so we're voting, and it's either or. Caroline says she's a sassy granny, and I said that she was a hood granny. So type in the comments and let us know what side of the fence you fall on. Hood granny or sassy granny. Now, Kamala, yeah, Mary doesn't play. I agree, but you got to vote. You got to vote, okay? Is she a sassy granny or is she the hood granny? We need
the problem
y'all.
was she was setting the standard from the beginning, right when she did that.
Yeah,
So
she
she was
was.
already saying, no, we actually don't have to act like adults the way I'm preaching to you that we should.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And you know, there's two ways that you can look at that. You know, she was letting them know, I don't mess around. We don't mess around. And so, you know, that can be good. But then on the bad side, it's like you're not going to have a standard of decorum in a meeting when you come out to box cussing. John Luna is in the house. What's up, John?
Hey, John.
Yeah, good to have John. John is a VIP, the well-spoken man from the, where are you from, John? It's not California. You're from New York, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, guys, you're not putting in the comments your vote. We need to know, is she a hood granny or is she a sassy granny? Okay, now we got, I'm seeing, let's see. You count yours, I'll count mine, Caroline. Let's see who wins.
I see.
Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3.
I got 2, I think.
I got 3. So for right now, I'm winning.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think I'm ahead of you on this one. I mean, you better tell your peeps to step on up. Where's your peeps, Caroline?
Come on, guys.
Backing you up tonight. Yeah. Tell them to jump
Come
on.
on.
Baytown, Texas. That's right, John. I'm mixing you up with John Q lives in New York City. John Luna is in Baytown, Texas. That's right.
Oh, hey, in Texas. Where's Baytown in relation to Sherman? Sherman's in North Texas, just about 15 minutes from the border. That's where all my family's from.
Really?
Curious.
15 minutes. Is that like near El Paso, Caroline? Is that like out on the eastern? What part of the state down on the border is it?
Center north, right?
Oh, other border. I got the wrong border. Okay. Off of 36 or further out west? Because we dropped down from Oklahoma City on Highway 36.
Okay, so it's about.
And we go to Dallas.
So it's down. It's 36 too. It's you're gonna drive straight through Sherman if you're going down 36. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But I thought it was 95 or 75.
Boom. Yeah. Well, then
Maybe
we pop straight through there when we go to see my daughter. Houston. Dwayne Manziel is from Houston, H-Town in the house. Nice. I got family in Houston right there in Sugarland. Okay, so Clavier says scandalous granny. Scandalous granny. Did you hear my laughing track? Did you hear the laugh track, Caroline? Wow. That's very distressing.
Darn it.
Oh my gosh. So that is not coming through the microphone. That is really weird. I'm going to fix that by the next stream. We're going to have like all of the sound effects happening on the stream. It works on OBS, but not here. Okay, so Mary is a retired police officer. Yes, that is correct. Caroline is a gun totem. What does that mean, Grandpa Leroy?
That's what I was just asking.
I was like, what's a gun totem? Like a totem pole?
That's what I thought. Totem? Is it?
It might have been Totin, like Totin, gun totem. Maybe that's what he meant.
Could be. And yes, I am. Thank you. Yes.
Stick a fork in it. I think I won. Grahlen Shafa says neither. Mary is the president of the trustee advisory committee. Well, yeah, she is. But
I am.
You got to put a vote on one side or the other. She is a granny.
One, Carlton.
Grahlen, she is a granny. And was she the sassy granny or the hood granny? All right, you got to pick. Patriot Chick says strapped. Yeah, that is true. Yep. Oh, fat fingers. I got you, Grandpa.
Sure am.
Okay, next topic. So we're going to talk about all the stuff that I picked up. I noticed that we had the same old stuff in this meeting as what we see all the time, because like the residents get up and they say the same stuff. Tiffany ignores them, right? And I was like given the buzzer. Tell me if you can. Let me see if I can get my buzzer queued up, and maybe you'll be able to hear the buzzer. Because when we did the live stream, I was hitting the buzzer if I felt like the person's comments were going to be ignored by Tiffany. Now, did you hear that? You can hear that? You heard that?
No. Right now, no. Last night, yes.
Oh, so right now, no buzzer.
Wow.
That is amazing. That's my son calling, so I'm going to mute the phone. So it was like the same old stuff, and I was hitting the buzzer when I thought they were saying things that were just going to like go in one ear and out the other and not register with the mayor. In other words, there's not going to be any net change from, the method that they were using.
Right.
John can hear so John, you hear the buzzer?
Oh, you guys can?
Wow. Well, that's good. Okay, well, let me ask you this. John, can you hear this little music piece. Here I go. Did you hear that, John? Type yes if you heard the music. So if the buzzer can be heard by heard, I can't talk. Holy smokes. Okay, so Doug said Reality Check TV Chicago is all up in the house. Reality, if you want to come in, we'll get you in here. I'm going to email you the link, and if you would join us, please, I would like you to come.
Yeah, we have questions.
Yeah, we have questions.
Come join us.
Let's see. Let me see if I can remember. There it is. Okay, link, and the Reality Check TV host will be joining us again. He was on the last stream. If you all were not on that one, he was helping us with the discussion. So, Rico, you can come up if you can. Great, sir. All right. So anyway, like the things that they were doing. So it's weak. Okay. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you. I'm going to move my speakers closer to the microphone, and that might help when the music like this comes on. Okay. So anyway, I was giving them the buzzer whenever I thought that the points that they were making were going to have like zero effect. All right. So, there's a good comment. That entire event is going to go down in JB history. However, Dalton is a circus. Yeah, it's a circus. A complete circus. Okay, so while they were talking, I did decide that only one person got a pass for saying the same thing. Caroline, do you remember who the one resident was that got a pass for saying the same thing? Who was it? She was up there talking, giving the story, and I said, well, you know what? This lady gets a pass. She gets to repeat the same thing. Does anybody remember who was on the live stream?
Cara.
Yep.
Cara Wilson.
That is correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cara got a pass. Right. Because they need to hear justice for Alexis as many times as they can. That needs to like haunt them at night. It needs to haunt them at night. John says it was like everyone was trying to be a viral moment. Yeah, true. And it ain't working. Thank you, Rico. Yeah, you know, it's hard to like be that viral moment and, you know, drop the bomb, you know, and be the one that, you know, rocks the internet with your statements that crack their face. But when you're trying to drop a bomb on a narcissist, it doesn't work. And so, you know, you've seen the videos I've done. And I talk about the things you cannot do with the narcissist because you're feeding the demon. You cannot do certain things, or it just makes them worse. It empowers them. It emboldens them. And so when everybody's up there going off, it's just, yeah, John, I'm totally as sick of her saying, I get it too, and we're clickbait. Half the stuff that she says makes me want to vomit into the toilet. Yeah. So Cara is the only one that I think had a right to repeat. And everybody else, it was just the same old stuff, and it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. It was violating my rules of how to deal with a narcissist. And then we had a new character, and I almost fell off of my chair when somebody said Kool-Aid. I was like, oh, my God. So somebody called that big orange shirt guy, they called him Kool-Aid, you know, the big
I missed that part.
Yeah, he was speaking in the beginning, and he spoke again in the end. I think Kool-Aid came on in the beginning. And so I couldn't really tell, you know, who's teaming on. I think he might have been, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, was he part of Jed's gang?
He was there for Jed.
I think he was like in support of Jed, kind of on that note. Dwayne says that JB, and we'll just say JB so we won't, you know, we don't want to start no mess tonight because you know how people get. They get all crazy. But we can be free to speak about different opinions. It doesn't mean we can't love another. It doesn't mean we all have to have the same friends. I'm 56 years old, and sometimes I feel like I have to treat adults like I'm a grade school teacher. And I have to remind people that, you know, we don't all have to pick the same friends. It doesn't mean we can't love one another and respect our differences, because diversity is what makes us better, what makes society better. But anyway, Someone had mentioned that they think that JB causes chaos and wasn't helping the situation. Some people think that he's doing great, are big supporters. We've got a good friend who's a YouTuber who swears by JB and is a huge, huge fan. And she tells me on a daily basis how much she thinks that JB is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now he is doing the work of miracles in the village and moving the needle and standing up for the citizens. And I know Mary, Sister Mary, loves JB and calls him a son.
Huge fan.
Yeah. So, you've got a wide range and it's okay. You don't have to. Thank you, Dwayne. Dwayne has tough skin. He says, you can't hurt my feelings in the comments. There you go.
No, that's right.
So, Patriot Chick says JB is a stooge. There are those who think he is.
That would be me.
I don't know if and we'll get to that at the end. We'll save that for later. I won't get into that just yet. Let's see what else is on the list. And by the way, if you would like to help support the channel, you may do so with the giving of a super thanks, and I thank you in advance. You can start it out with a $2 super thanks or super sticker. You can drop a 5 bomb on my head. You can drop a 10 bomb, or if you want to be the stream king or stream queen, you may do so with the giving of a super thanks of $20. And even if you want to advertise your business, tell me about your business. Give me a link to your website. It better not be nothing nasty. I don't want no nasty stuff. Okay. But you can tell me, give me a link to your website, and you can advertise it right here to the whole group in front of the 90 people that are watching if you want to help support the channel. Okay, so let me scroll up. I heard Reality Check TV, Chicago said he agreed with Dwayne, and now I got to find out what Dwayne said. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Dwayne says JB just causes chaos. Yeah, I think I read that.
Yeah.
Okay, I lean towards that. I kind of agree. There's a spam phone caller. Oh, my goodness. Let me mute.
No, John, he's not moving the needle at all. He's not. There's nothing he is doing that's benefiting the community. In fact, he set everybody back last night with his little stunt. Who knows if they're going to let anybody in those meetings now? He's for sure never going to be allowed if he never was before. But
they're going to let him back in.
You
I
think?
bet you 5 cents are going to let him back in. He's not going to get
really?
in. No.
Oh, see, I don't think so. I think they're going to hold that against everybody. I think this is going to have
doubtful because the trustees love him. I mean, that's their guy.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. That's Jason House's guy, and Ed Steve is a fan of his. In fact, now I won't go that far because Ed Steve is not a trustee. And when I told Ed Steve what my opinion is of his language use and the things that he's done in the past, Ed's like, well, yeah, you got a good point there. So I wouldn't be able to state what his opinion is. I'm not sure if he supports him. But I know that the trustees have paid him money. I mean, we had that whole bit with Hannibal and that was just, I just stay out of that kind of stuff. Okay. So anyhow, Jed did pop in. Daryl Eugene Coleman is his real name. He pops in and he speaks on the mic and had the rather interesting outfit, and said a few words. I thought, oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that they let non-residents speak at the mic. So anyway, I thought
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought they could attend, but that you had to have an address to be able to speak at the mic.
Yeah.
Adult address.
Yeah. Rico, dead on. It's not a good look. It's not mature. And he displayed no self-control. Actually, he did have self-control because I think it was planned. That was a stunt.
Oh,
but
100%.
He has no self-control on video when he is going unhinged. No self-control whatsoever. It's just not a good look. I can't tell anyone who cuts up like that in front of live audiences in public that you're really doing society good or doing yourself any good. Can't say that. So he spoke, and then Burgundy gets up and spoke. And it was like wild because while Burgundy was speaking, there were people like going off, trolling.
There was some hate.
Yeah. I was like, holy smokes. Because then the police, what was going on with the police? Where was Potato Lacey?
Oh, I have no idea. Vacation?
Was he even in the room?
No,
Maybe it
I
was
didn't see him
vacation
anywhere.
because somebody was wondering if he got replaced, demoted, put on the street. What's going on
I
with
didn't
that?
even go I
Yeah,
didn't go as far as to think about that. I just assumed he was on vacation, just not
yeah,
available. That
yeah,
would be lovely.
yeah. Maybe we'll see. Oh my goodness. Well, folks, we have someone who has declared their kingship, their rulership, and now we are all going to have to pay homage to the Stream King John Luna. Round of applause. Round of applause. Everyone pay homage to your king, John Luna, with the super thanks of $20. Thank you, my great king.
Am
I
I the only one doing
bow
this?
and give thee respect, and I give thee thy crown. I crown thee as Stream King. I want everybody to type in the comments Stream King JL. Give him his crown. Pay homage to the Stream King.
Carolyn
Thank you,
says
John.
sassy.
Now, could you?
I got another sassy.
You got it. Oh, good. So we're tied. Oh, you think we're tied? We're only tied for now. Now, John, could you hear your orchestral? What do you call it? When we honor someone with music, it is what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it because I'm thinking of it. Anyway, could you hear the music?
Pomp and circumstance?
Yeah, pomp and circumstance. Kind of like
give him
that.
his pomp and circumstance.
Thank you. Reality Check TV has paid homage to our Stream King. Fantastic. Guys, give a round of applause. My friend Kara is in the house. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara. Justice for Alexis Wilson.
Mm-hmm. She is in the house. So glad to have you here, Kara. You're gonna have to come and like pop in and visit sometime, Kara. So reach out to me at gopoliticalcarlton@gmail.com. That's gopoliticalcarlton@gmail.com. I would love to have you come on as a special guest sometime and talk, because I have a few questions. I want to talk about stuff and I want to promote what you're doing and your foundation, I believe, that you have. So send me an email, Kara. I've been wanting to get around to saying that. So let me know. Critical Smoker is in the house. What is Critical? Critical, I was going to send you an email because I lost the last email. I have an art idea, my brother, because Critical Smoker, if you guys don't know, is an extremely talented artist. He also does music. And so Critical, I got an art request, so get at me. If I could grease your palm, and I want like a one of those pictures that you do, the art, just the flavor of it. Like he can do like that city graffiti, and I want to learn that. I also would like you to like teach me how to do street graffiti. I can't talk tonight. Graffiti. I want to learn street graffiti art.
Graffiti. See, I can sketch and I can paint. I love to do that on a regular basis, but I don't know how.
Well, Caroline, I want to see your art. I need to see your art. Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll display one every time we go live behind me, and I'll just change them up so you can just.
That would be cool. That would be totally cool. Now, can your husband is he an artist too? Because with his no, huh?
Well, I mean, with his
with his skill,
construction wise.
Yeah. Caroline's husband is amazing. He is the bomb. He's being a mentor to me because I'm like one of my 5 businesses. I'm being a general contractor in the works, and I got like a flip house I'm doing. And Caroline's husband is like a big baller and doing general contracting work, and he's actually mentoring me. And like I got to talk to him for the first time a few days ago, and he's like the most friendly person you ever want to meet. Just right off the bat, you just feel like you're his best friend. And it was late at night. He was so happy to talk to me, energetic. And I'm like, oh man, and he didn't have to do that, but wow, what a guy. And, I really appreciate him. And I appreciate movie star Caroline for putting in the time to be here. She will be featured in a movie coming soon. Fantastic.
Not featured.
You're going to be a featured
involved. It's a
what do you
featured
call it?
film. It's just
Not a
I'm
standby, not a walk-in. What's the word?
extra. It's just an extra.
You're a featured extra.
Yay!
Yeah.
I like
You're
that.
not just
That
a regular
description better.
extra, you're a featured extra.
Yay!
And that qualifies you as a movie star. How many people can say that they've been in a movie? Okay. Kara, cool. I gave her the
Yay!
okay, and please email me. So anyway, back to the
Real
list.
quick, we got to answer Grandpa Leroy. He asked me
Oh,
several
yeah?
minutes ago. He said he's new in background. I am also new, so even if I was on here, you still wouldn't know because I have like 8 views on my latest video that I put out today. So nobody knows about me yet. But actually, we forgot to change my banner. It's changed to Bottom Line with Caroline. So that's my channel, super amateur, but I'm getting better.
No, wait.
I
I want you to
I'm
repeat
getting
that statement you
better.
just made and replace amateur with a different word. Go ahead, say it again. Super
New,
and super. Give me another good word.
fresh.
And super.
Can I call myself young?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can. Now let me add one. Super articulate,
Oh,
super
thank you.
interesting, super professional, and super good content. In fact, there's 84 people in here right now. I want you guys to go to Bottom Line with Caroline, okay, and watch the new video and post super in the comments if you agree with me that she's super, because she's very articulate and I think she does a great job. An excellent job. Okay, so anyhow, moving right along. Critical Smoker says mayor, and yeah, mayor is going to be on the list. We're going to be talking about my observations with the mayor. So we had Kool-Aid, Jed popped in. We talked about our favorite Kara, Stubbs. So Stubbs gets up there and tells the story about the drive-by again. And, I kind of felt like, okay, I really, really feel bad that Sister Stubbs had to go through that drive-by. But how many times are we going to tell that story? Every month? I don't know. Carol Wilson, thank you, sweetheart, dropping a 2 bomb all up on my head. I appreciate that. And she says, justice for Alexis Wilson. The truth will prevail.
Will prevail.
The truth will prevail. And I have faith in that. And I believe I'm standing in agreement, in belief for you and praying for you. If you guys 100%. Want to make a statement, make a standout, you can drop a 2 bomb on my head just like Kara did. Okay. So yeah, like what do you
John
think?
Luna? Sorry.
Does Stubbs need to keep telling that story? What do you think, Caroline?
No. We've heard it. I'm looking for new substance here. I'm looking
for
me
too. That's what I feel like. Like what
something. Tell me something new.
Right.
If I'm going to sit here for 3 hours, I've got to be listening to something new.
Yeah. It's like, okay, come on, guys. This is not cutting it. You're not pushing the needle. You're not changing anything by just keeping the same routine of y'all standing up and grandstanding, as Tiffany would say, y'all grandstanding. It's not going to change things. It doesn't. So let's see. So Stubbs repeats her words, talks about the drive-by, and then Tiffany Henyard. Now let's talk about the mayor. What I noticed was the mayor was in tape recorder mode. She did the same thing she always does, where we've got the tape recorder statements repeating the same stupid one-liners that make you want to vomit. It just gets on my last nerves. I can't stand that. I'm so tired of it. She showed her dumb commercials that promote herself, and then she told the same lies. And I started hitting the buzzer every time I felt like she was telling a lie. That's what I was doing.
I saw that part before I passed out at some point during the stream. I fell asleep at some point during the general announcements and woke up at 2 a.m. and I missed everything. And of course it's 2 a.m. So you're sleeping. So I can't exactly talk about it with you and
Yo, Hiram on YouTube is in the house. Yay! What's up, Hiram? It's been a minute, my brother. Good to see you. Glad you are here. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, so when you disappeared, I knew you fell asleep, but I mean, I know how it is. I do too much, and I know you do a lot, and your sleep track is thrown off. But I liked it, cracked up. I was like, oh, she's gone. She's out of it.
Sorry about that.
I knew she was gone. And while Tiffany was talking, we did something new where I had the as it relates to bell. Y'all hear the bell?
Oh, you had that before I fell asleep too.
Yeah, where we were counting. And I think the final count, I was trying to get everybody in the chat to help take account of how many as it relates to that we had. And people weren't being agreeable. I was like, come on, guys, we need some accountants in here. And I'm going to need y'all the next time to step up and volunteer. We're going to need some accountants. If you are an accountant, type
Critical.
accountant in the chat. And we're going to need to appoint you to handle that, to handle the business of accounting, because we're going to not only count how many as it relates to, but we're also going to count what are some of the other, type in some of the one-liners that you can't stand to hear Tiffany Henyard say that you think we should count during the live stream. Let's get some examples and go. Do I need to play elevator music while we're waiting? I can.
Jeopardy, please. Jeopardy, please.
Okay, I'm gonna. I wish I had the Jeopardy song, but all I've got is my elevator music.
I do, John, but I don't know what it is. If I think about it.
Okay, such as
Oh yeah, such as.
at the end of the day. That's a good one.
Yep.
What else do we have?
False narrative.
False narrative.
Clickbait.
Clickbait. Yeah, a bingo with a bingo game. Really, really dope. That's a good one. Educate you.
Yep,
Dope.
educate you.
Guys. Y'all black. What else? Do we have any more?
We could do a whole stream just on this.
Yeah, we could.
With
Can you
your
guys hear
last batch of
the
verbs.
music? Epic. Yuts. Did she say yuts? Did she call somebody a yuts?
Bamboozled.
Y'all been bamboozled. Grandstand. As
Look at all of
it relates to. Don't do that, please. Super Mayor.
Super liar.
Talk about all the good stuff. Okay, Super Mayor. Yeah. All right. Could you guys hear my elevator music while we were coming up brainstorming? Super Mayor. We had Super Mayor. Could you hear the music, Caroline?
No.
Wow. Dadgummit.
It's obviously on
Yeah,
my end
mess,
because everybody else
mess.
said.
Burning Dookie. Hoodwinked. Fake
See, I hear
news.
that.
Okay, so Madeline, you could hear it? Yeah, that is so strange. I got to figure this out. Maybe it's because maybe I'm cheap. See, Caroline's got the paid version of StreamYard, and I don't. I haven't committed to it yet because I have too many. Oh, I grew here, y'all flew here.
Yes.
Do the work. Oh, man. Goodness gracious.
Do your research.
Do your research. Can somebody get I'm gonna need somebody copy all of this, because when I end the stream on StreamYard, I can't go back and get all this.
Yes, you can. It shows up. It's still on the tube.
It does, but the live chat, it does. So we can
It
go
does. It
back
just
and we can
doesn't
get
right
all this.
away.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. Big Mike said the best YouTube show goes to Go Political. Thank you, sir. I'm touched by that. I'm touched by that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you a slap. No, I'm just kidding. You get a for such a great compliment. Y'all out of order. YouTube 180% free food. DJ.
I get it. Yep. I hear that one
Can?
too.
What's the can?
I'm reading all of this in her voices.
Trustee.
Are you reading it
Oh,
in her
there we
voices?
go. I'm y'all leader. I am y'all leader. Okay. Those are good. Now, we need to get all of these done because, clear the room.
That's Lacey.
There we go. Because she said it several times last night.
Did she? Oh, I
Yeah.
just heard her say you're out of order.
She did say clear the room. Yo,
She kept
time is
pointing
up
at him as
next.
he's coming towards her, and she's pointing at him. You're out of order, like her finger's
Yeah.
gonna stop him. It's gonna
Y'all out
stop
of
him right in
order.
his tracks.
Right. Colorado. Colorado. Let me educate y'all. Next slide. I
These are
never
good.
would have realized there's so many. These are good. We've got a lot, guys. Somebody going to jail. Nothing you can do about it. Holy smokes, guys.
Somebody going to jail.
I cannot believe we have that many. Guys, you guys. Oh my God. Municipality.
Nothing you can do about it.
There we go. In fact, we've got a person that comes in, Missy-pality, who even turned that into a YouTube handle. Man, that's been about what, 20, 25? What are we up to? Those are a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
We need to like get this in a file. So we need
John Luna, where are you at?
Yeah.
Let's get
I'm
it in
y'all
the file.
boss.
You can do it.
So we need someone to not only be an accountant so that they can take count of, like, we'll vote for the top 3 on the next live stream, and then we're going to count all of those. Cooking with Frank, thank you.
Yay!
And what we're going to do is have someone, is there a writer in the house or anyone who was an English major? Anybody speaking good English? Any good English teacher in the house? I want you to volunteer to get all. That was rude. I want you to volunteer to like get all of the comments on the common statements, because a while back, I think it was like Hiram or maybe it was Critical Smoker. I can't remember. We were talking about getting a soundboard together. There was a few of us, and I think it was Messy Michon. Messy Michon I spoke to once, and she said that she would get in on it with us, and we could have an internet YouTube soundboard. Type soundboard in the comments if you think that would be a fun idea.
Yay!
My nephew is a computer programmer and a coder. I do some coding, and I'm an engineer, civil engineer though, but like I do computer coding too.
You do it all.
I do. I'm just ADD, HD. I do everything. And so I can get a website put together and figure out the back end. And my son, he's a programmer too. He, in fact, made his own video game. You know, my son spent like a year and a half and he coded his own video game.
I believe it.
Yeah, and he actually
believe
uploaded it to the Android store. It was amazing. He did that in high school,
That
his
is
senior year.
amazing.
John
Kids
Luna
are
has
amazing,
volunteered. John Luna, fantastic. Thank you, John. Put that list together, and then King John. I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me, John. King John, Your Highness. Your Highness, if you would email me at gopoliticalcarlson@gmail.com. Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Caroline. I stand corrected. Your Majesty, if you would email me, gopoliticalcarlson@gmail.com, and then we can talk about that and you can send me the list. Thank you, Your Highness, for that. Yes, indeed. Cooking with Frank said, salute to Reality Check TV Chicago. That's right. He is the man. He's a good guy. And what time, John or Rico, can you post when you're going to be preaching on Sunday in case anyone wants to tune in to hear your sermonette online? Please post that. John says, John will be fine. I think he thinks Your Highness is a little bit over the top. Oh, that was a good one. Let me educate you.
Yes.
Go.
That was.
Add that, John. John is going to compile it all. He's going to get that list going. Beetlejuice, that's one. She did. And you know what? That's a topic for another video. I can't wait to see how that plays out. She called a woman who is an attorney and a former prosecutor Beetlejuice. How dumb is that? You thought about poking the bear. Even though 3/4 of the people don't think that Lori Lightfoot is going to make a hill of beans difference, do you still want to take that chance and making fun of this woman? You're on the wrong side of her barrel. You know, she's going to. She did that live stream on Facebook, and she was cracking, you know, she was kind of talking about the Lori Lightfoot situation, and then someone posted Beetlejuice. She goes, "Oh, I see somebody done posted Beetlejuice on there. I should have said it, but somebody said Beetlejuice." I'm like, "Yeah, you meant to say it, please."
Well, her statement said that she was uncovering new information throughout from
I
doing
saw
the
that.
interviews.
I saw that.
I
I
don't know
still
what
have
that
an open mind. The
means.
jury is out. Now, Caroline, what side are you on? You don't think Lori's pushing the needle? Or who was that was telling me that? Or was that Angie?
Necessarily on a side. I'm not against her. And I don't think it really matters, but at the same time, I think really, come on, only a stupid person would believe that she doesn't have connections behind the scenes. Something is happening behind the scenes because she's got the connections. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's insignificant, but I would be stupid to think that she doesn't. So she does bring some sort of benefit. We just, only the trustees know.
Good point. That's a good point. And time
What
will
do you
tell. We're going to find out. Time will tell. I'm open to the idea that I think that a former prosecutor who has put a politician in jail before probably at least knows the steps of how to get that to happen. And
Oh,
I also
sure.
think that the more eyeballs and hands you can get digging in and finding stuff, how does that hurt? It doesn't hurt anything. So I think that
Right.
she could. Prima Donna said, "Stupid to say Beetlejuice. Lightfoot has the pencil." I agree with that. That's true. Very true. Okay, so next on my list, we talked about the as it relates counter. Next on the list, my topic was Belcher improves, and here's why. So she got a C plus or a B minus, maybe a B minus, and I'll tell you why. At first, Belcher was using a tactic that I teach on dealing with a narcissistic dictator. Okay. And then, when you go look at the meeting again and listen to her talk, and she was doing something in the first part of when she was talking that was very effective. That was a tactic that I teach. And then she reverted. And then she started using the wrong keyword, which is YOU. You never say you and start looking at pointing fingers at the narcissist. You can't do that. So as soon as you start addressing the narcissist directly, that's when we're back to the same old, same old. Even if she made like good points, it doesn't matter because it's not going to do any good because the narc wants the negative energy and she's going to turn it around. She's going to take your words and just smack you right upside the face with your own words. So she made an improvement. She didn't lose her head like in that one meeting. Yeah, called the row. That's a good one. Called the row. She didn't do as bad as in that meeting when she went unhinged. But like I said, you cannot direct that woman, straight up. You can't say you can't point the finger. You can't do it.
Right.
Jason
Narcissists
House,
don't care.
as far as I can remember, I think Jason House wasn't directly confronting her or addressing her either. I'll have to go back and look at it again. I'll probably watch it again. Do you remember, Caroline, was Jason speaking to her directly or?
I don't think at any point did he turn his head and make eye contact with her. He spoke kind of, when he was speaking, it was answering her questions, but it was directing to the room.
Yeah.
So when he was adding emotion, things like that, but I don't think that they had a direct conversation.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. I've got like a laundry list of things like tactics that I use whenever you're dealing with a narcissist. I've got like crazy allergies. Hey, look, this blue towel, it kind of gets lost in the green screen.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So I've got like tactics that I teach. There's several. And so they used one, I noticed, that is on my list of tactics, but there's like several more that could drive a narcissist crazy. I know how to make a narcissist just go unhinged. They could make her lose her complete cool. And there have been meetings where there are cracks in the walls where Tiffany's voice got cracky and she started to get nervous because of certain reasons. And they need to push on those things that make her crack. And they're not doing that enough.
Absolutely.
So next on the list, we talked about Jason. I noticed Andrew Holmes was very quiet. What do you think about that? about Andrew just sitting there being quiet in the meeting?
I want to know what the hell he was going to say before Jedidiah pulled that stupid little stunt. He was about to answer whatever Jedidiah had just addressed him by saying. He was about to speak, and then he ran up on him, and now nobody will get to know what
Wow.
the heck it is that he was about to finally say.
Wow.
That's how I feel.
You know what? That's a good point, because I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
So that ruined two things. Is number one, I think that it provided a necessary distraction to stop the meeting, and number two, we could have heard from Holmes finally. And there's been talk. Somebody was making a point on another video that Andrew Holmes is not being sued. The lawsuit is against the village of Dalton, and Andrew Holmes is named in the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's not being convicted yet. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're trying to say that he's innocent, or because it doesn't look like he's innocent, because it seems like the victim, like she was pretty sincere in her words. I kind of tend to believe that he did something.
Well, her story hasn't changed one bit.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't.
Not one bit.
All. It has not changed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's too bad that we didn't get to hear what Holmes had to say. So then Jedidiah, I prefer to call him by his real name. I sound silly saying Jedidiah when you know that that's not his name. It's Daryl Eugene Coleman. I don't like people that hide behind fake names. I just use your name, dude.
What's the reason? Does anybody know? Did anybody do that research?
Well, to me, when people start to change their name, they're running from something. That's just in my opinion.
Yeah.
Why are you not using your God-given name? So to me, there would have to be a reason for that. When you're using a stage name like actors do, it's because you want to separate and keep your life private, right? But it's because you're an actor. So what's Jed's reason, or Daryl's? You're not an actor. Well, he kind of is. He kind of is.
Yeah. He kind of is.
Yeah. But anyway, what was the point I was going to make? So he came back up there and was speaking very calmly. And so when he walks all the way down the aisle and across the front of the room and pointing out at Holmes, I thought, okay, that was premeditated. And someone had said that he's admitted that it was premeditated. So that was a show. It was an act.
100%.
Because that was ridiculous. If you were really going to jump up and fight the man, you wouldn't go strolling up there all slow like that.
He waited till the end of the meeting. They already adjourned. That it was staged. He knew exactly when to do it.
It was. And okay, he's a little fella. And even though Andrew Holmes is the age that he is, there's no way that he would be able to overtake or do damage to that great big man.
No.
There's no way. I think he would have got thrashed.
I don't think Holmes looked scared at all. He stepped to him.
He didn't. He didn't. And we also don't know if Holmes was in on it. Was he in on it?
I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past him at this point.
Type staged in the comments if you think all of it was staged. Type staged. STAGED.
Yay!
If you think this is a bunch of mess and it was fake.
Oh, thanks, Warren. I'll check that out.
You use a pseudonym and keep. I lost that. I was trying to read Critical Smokers.
Location confidential.
Too fast.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so basically in an answer to why a person would use a fake name, I think is what he is addressing there. What was that? That was a kitty cat?
What's happening?
I saw a big fur ball walk across your screen.
Yeah, she jumped up all of a sudden. She just wants to sit on my laptop. Cats are weird.
Oh, my goodness. She wants some attention. All right, we got a lot of people saying staged. His dad names him Jedidiah. That is his name. So did his dad name him that, or did he name him Daryl? I think Queen Bee is just kidding. But like I said, there are those who love Jedidiah. So I hope I'm not offending anybody who's a big fan. Because like I said, I've got a moderator who loves Jedidiah. She's a big fan. Not this one. But there's one person here who loves Jedidiah, and that's okay. I'm not mad at her about that. I allow her to be a Jedidiah fan. That's perfectly okay. I know there are people that enjoy my videos who are big Jedidiah fans, and I'm all right with that. And I'll still be your friend, even if we have differing views about that. John says Bergen and Blue has a restraining order against Jed and should have been arrested as soon as Mary snuck him into the basement. Yeah, so why?
That's what I heard.
If he came out from court, why was he not arrested then? Critical Smoker said WWE seems more real.
I know that's right.
Got that right. Yeah, so how real is this if there was no arrest? What do any of us know about how real any of this situation is? So Jedidiah Brown, with the stage name, strolls up to the front of the room and points his finger at Andrew Holmes, who gets up and flexes his muscles and his might, and they act like they're going to fight, but then everybody pulls them aback and doesn't let them throw down. And then I noticed that some man, I'll tell you what else that seemed disingenuous, and you can go back and watch the video. There was a guy who was in front of, Tiffany in the front row, and he jumps up all surprised, and then he jumps and hops up over the bench.
That's her boyfriend. That's what's his name.
Okay, so I didn't know that was him. That was Kamal.
That was Kamal. Yeah.
He was all fright, right? And then
he was trying to protect her from the threat.
Drags her out real quick.
Yeah.
That was fake. If you think that Kamal jumping over the table and frantically dragging out the mayor was fake, I want you to type fake K in the comments for faking Kamal. Fake K. All right. So, yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. So Burgundy supposedly was in court with Jed, and I think that was real, because then Jed goes live and he went completely unhinged.
Yeah.
On his stream. I could not, it was curling my ears. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, what was coming out of his mouth. And it's kind of hard for me to imagine that the trustees, and maybe they don't. I can't imagine why Jason House would be paying a guy like this to help and represent him in the village. I mean, who talks like that? Well, anyway, so that made it seem real. But then if they're both there in the same place and there's a restraining order, if the court case was real, why wasn't he arrested?
I don't know. Awake says that it was not Kamal that jumped the desk.
Okay.
I really thought it was, but if you have an idea of who it might have been, let us know.
Tiffany Security. Thank you, Hiram. Okay. Yeah. But whomever it was, it seemed like an overreaction. Tell you what, type overreaction in the comments if you agree and think that whomever that was, the security guy, if he was overreacting, if it seemed like it was a little over the top, like it wasn't really that big of an emergency situation. Like fake Jed walks up and struts to the front and Holmes flexes and then they hold him back. Why are y'all rushing her out of the room like there's going to be shots fired or something? So if you guys think Awake is in the house, hello, Awake.
Yay!
If you all think that was overreaction, please type that. Overreaction Monday. If that was Overreaction Monday, type that in the comments. I want to know if anyone agrees with that. All right, so let me get to the next thing that I had on the list that was interesting. I totally think that it was an overreaction.
Yeah.
I totally think so. I'm thinking that, this could be reality TV, like the Real Ghetto Housewives of Atlanta or whatever it is. The hood rats.
Reality TV worthy.
Yeah. Reality TV is scripted, but not, they kind of freestyle. Yeah. Cooking with Frank says Jed wasn't walking aggressively after Andrew stood up. And so that's what made it seem somewhat real. Yeah, he wasn't really, he was waiting for
Yeah,
them.
he slowed down.
Yeah, okay, next they're supposed to hold me back. And so,
Yeah.
you're supposed to like grab me now. It's supposed to look real. Come on, hurry up. Now, why would the police hold him back, but they're not arresting him because of the restraining order?
Right.
Yeah. So Panya says purposely overreaction. That's only one person typing overreaction. There's two. Time Pilot says overreaction. All right. Reality Check TV says it's called the false self. All narcissists must have a false self. Yeah, I guess going under the fake name. Yes, I agree. 100%. I totally agree. Okay, let's see what's next on the list here. Caroline, if you've got something, please bring it up. So
I've got a question.
Okay, question.
Well, when my cat jumped up here, she
Mhm.
stepped on my laptop and she pressed something that now the roller on my mouse, it won't roll the page up and down. I've got to like click the actual arrow.
Locked?
So how do I fix that? Who knows
I
how
don't
to fix
know.
that?
Do you have a Mac or
What button?
PC?
PC.
Huh. That is odd. I don't know what she could have done, because if I click the mouse, I can get the scrolly, but then it goes away as soon as I lift up on it. So I don't know.
This is super inconvenient. Can I just
Yeah.
say?
You need a cat-proof mouse.
You little bitch.
Get it? See what I did there? Cat-proof mouse. Get it?
Oh,
Cat and mouse. Uh-huh.
good one.
Somebody made a good comment. Where'd it go? Okay.
Scroll up
John
button.
says
Where's that?
overreaction. Yeah, Hiram, you're right. That's not how a Chicago guy pulls up on a guy. No, that's absolutely not like how a Chicago guy pulls up on a guy. I'm telling you what. I've been in Chicago and Detroit every summer, like half my life, and have enough friends and family. I know how people pull up on people because I've seen a lot of things, and I've spent a lot of time in St. Louis and lived in St. Louis and Kansas City. I know how people in the hood pull up on people when they mean business, and Jed didn't mean business. He wasn't going to do anything at all. Clearing the room for one guy was definitely an overreaction, Dwayne says. That is correct. Now, Kifa says Jed should not be allowed at a future Dalton meetings. He is a distraction. So that's another one. I wish I could post a poll. Do you think that he'll be not allowed to be at future meetings? And I say no. Cynthia, that's a good comment. Caroline, try your screen lock button, scroll lock, screen lock on your keyboard, and that might solve that. Do you think that Jed is going to be banned from future meetings? I say no. I say no. What's up, Izzy? Izzy in the house?
Yay!
So like I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure Kiana Belcher and Jason House and the other two are fans of his. You know, they did have him collecting money on their behalf to give to, what's the name? Hannibal,
Mm-hmm.
which I love Hannibal. I'm very impressed. He's
I
a
do
great
too.
young man. He has an excellent
great.
channel. You guys check out Hannibal. I give him a shout. What's up, Hannibal?
Yay!
If you happen to be watching this video, you guys go and make sure you subscribe to Hannibal. Guarin says he won't be banned. The scan needs to go on. And I agree, because I think he's a plant. So my theory is this. I think that going after Andrew Holmes got attention off of Tiffany Henyard. I think going after Holmes was a way to get the heat off of Tiffany, number one. And number two, it was a way for her to get out the back door with an excuse to get away and get out of that room without having to pass by the media. How many times has she had to do an emergency exit out the back door now and not go by the media? I mean, come on. This is getting old. All right. Thank you, Judge Petty. She gave me a political voting site. Excellent. Thank you.
Hey, girl,
we can do a
hey.
voting poll. Okay. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. So every meeting now has to end in a kerfuffle, and then Tiffany escapes out the back door in a rush. So this is getting just as old as the residents saying the same old thing and shouting down and telling Tiffany, "You don't even look me in the eyes." It's so ridiculous. What do you guys think about that? Isn't that ridiculous? So this is how we end every meeting. It has to end. Who thinks we're getting played? Who thinks we're getting played? Andy Dick will play Jed in a Netflix movie. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was funny. Okay, thank you very much. That might be the joke of the night. Oh my God. He said Andy Dick. Oh my graciousness. Would that not be hilarious? I would definitely vote for Andy Dick to play Jed.
100%.
Golly gee. Oh man, that would be so freaking hilarious. Wow.
Did I just mute myself?
Huh? No,
you
I
heard
can
me.
still
Okay.
hear you, Caroline.
I thought my chin pressed the mute.
Nope.
I'm a hot mess over here.
Not by the hair of your chin. No, I didn't mean you have a hair on your chin. And if you do, I'm sorry if I offended you because some women have to shave. Forgive me. No offense to your husband. I'm not saying he's married to the bearded woman. You are not. And no offense to bearded women. Any women out there with beards, no offense. No offense. It can be a beautiful thing if it's nice and trimmed. Thank you, reality. He says overreaction. Guys, I want you to post "we being played." Okay, that's in Tiffany English. If you think we being played by everything going on in Dalton, I want you to type that in the comments right now. We being played. And Dwayne Menzel, I don't know why all the firefighters are white. There are only the ones who were there because there's a couple black firefighters. Holy smokes. Thank you, Hiram. Hey. Hiram has just gifted 5 Go Political memberships. He dropped a 5 membership bomb all up on y'all's heads. So if you are the recipient of one of Hiram's memberships, I want you to type "Thank you, Sir Hiram" in the comments. Type "Thank you, Sir Hiram," and show some appreciation because that was very gracious of him to help you to become a member so you can watch the members only videos, and because that helps me. And thank you, round of applause for Hiram for your graciousness. Thank you very much. And Caroline, that's a good visual for those who can't hear my sound effects that isn't working on StreamYard just yet. Hey, will you remind me, Caroline, to do a little research on how to get the audios from the computer to come through StreamYard? Because I will forget, because I actually forgot what that other thing I asked you to remind me about the last time. But you wrote it down. You wrote it down somewhere when we did the last StreamYard.
Oh.
Yeah, there was something else. I don't remember what.
Oliver North.
Oliver North. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I need to educate y'all. I got to educate y'all on Oliver North. That's right, for all the young people. Okay, so Judge Petty says at the bottom of your chat, you should be able to create a poll directly here. Oh, really?
Cool.
Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that. I didn't know I could do that. I can like blow up somebody's comment. That's cool.
Look at that.
I didn't know I could do that. Now, look at I learned something new today. All right.
We're going to start liking StreamYard.
Yes. I can like put this one up here. So Keefus, the firefighters are mostly white and the police officer are mostly black. Doesn't matter, no, but it is interesting. It is interesting, but there are a couple firefighters who are black. But some people tend to birds of a feather flock together, but it's in different ways. So you might have people that will cling to each other because of a race. I want a membership. I think that means she wants a membership.
I think so.
I didn't mean to actually put that on blast there. That was a mistake. Sorry. Like, let's say I gravitate towards Caroline because she's from Ohio. My wife's from Ohio. She's like, what, 10 minutes from my wife's hometown? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, she sounds like people that I'm familiar with, like, has the Midwest accent, comes from the same size town. It's similar to Jeff City. It's where my wife is from. And so, like, I gravitate towards those who are Midwesterners or have that commonality with Ohio. You might gravitate towards those who speak the same language. Or let's say Mara. I can guarantee you that there's some circles out there where she gravitates towards people who are also from Romania. Okay. And so, you know, it's a natural thing. It happens and it's okay. It's okay. All right. So anyway, you were supposed to type, we getting played. If you think that we're being played and all of this is absolutely fake. Kifa said Ali North ran the Iran-Contra affair of the 80s. Yes. And that means that you might be close to my age because like Caroline wasn't born then because I experienced this in 7th grade and Caroline wasn't born until I was a senior in high school.
I'm still old though.
Yeah, I'm still old. Oh, you mean you?
Me.
No,
I'll be 40 next year.
Well, no. 40 years old is when I consider you as an adult. 39, you're still a kid. Okay, but I'll respect you. I'll respect you as an adult on your birthday. What month is your birthday?
November 12th. What are you buying me?
Well, it's a secret. And maybe we'll have to reveal it on a live stream. We'll have a November 12th. We'll see if we can go live for Caroline's birthday. If you want to do a live stream for Caroline's birthday, type birthday girl in the chat.
Party time.
If three people say birthday girl in chat, I will plan on doing a birthday live stream on StreamYard for Caroline.
Shut up, Mara. Shut up. Mara is,
oh my gosh.
Is it Mara or Mara?
Okay, so
I don't want to be
Mara.
Stop it.
Well, okay. If 3 people type birthday girls, then I will go live. I don't totally have to do it now. If both of y'all got the same daggone birthday, I'm going live so I can celebrate both Mara and Caroline. And Mara,
that's gonna be
you're going to have to show your face that day then. Now there's just no excuse. You have to do it. That is crazy. I got 2 mods that have the same birthday. All right. Wow. So you're going to have to show your face, Mara, on your birthday. All right. Everybody also type birthday face if you think Mara has to come in and join on video on her birthday. Okay. There are enough people who have posted birthday girls and birthday stream that we're going to do it. So we'll schedule a birthday stream on November 12th, and we're going to celebrate the mods, our 2 co-hosts that have 2 awesome channels. 2 awesome channels. All right. What were we just talking about? Because I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, wait. By the way, John Luna has gifted 1 membership. If you are the recipient of John Luna's gift, I want you to type thy king has rewarded me in the chat.
I used to say, you know, blank was gifted a membership and it would like say it in a row.
Yeah, I know.
Say who they are, but I don't see
Does it matter if it's on StreamYard? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's probably it. We're on StreamYard.
Yeah, that might be why. So you have to type in the chat, thy king has gifted me a membership.
Oh, it does.
Does
Awake
it say
was gifted a membership by John Luna.
Oh, where is it? Who got it?
Awake.
Awake. Give a round of applause. Awake, make sure you thank John Luna, our stream king. John Luna is the reigning stream king. Oh, there we go. We got Hiram up in the house, gifting another one.
Yay!
All right. So a member for 1 month. Wow. Or does that mean that Hiram just bought that?
That's a highlighted comment. From a member.
Highlighted comment? Yeah, maybe it is. I think that is. Okay, that's a highlighted comment. Yes. So Hiram has gifted 1. John Luna has gifted 1. Or actually, Hiram gifted 5, I think, if I remember right. John's gifted 1. And John Luna is the stream king with a super chat of $20. He is the reigning stream king. Now, it's not too late. I'm only going to be here for another, say, 15, 20 minutes. So if you want to unthrone John, you're going to have to come up with a $25 super thanks. Will John Luna be able to hold the throne, or will he get dethroned? Will there be a coup d'etat? Time will only tell. So John has to leave. Thank you for being here, John. By way, bye-bye to John. Thank you, John. We'll let you know if your throne was safe. All right. So anyway, thank you, John, again. Enjoying the stream. And Awake says, waiting for LNC. Have a great evening. So hopefully that's going to be a great stream on LNC. Shout out to all the great LNC fans.
Yay!
All right, let's see. What else do we have on the list? I think I'm at the bottom of the list. The post-meeting discussion, and I think that's all I got left. So we were talking about the culture of corruption. The culture of corruption in Chicago and in Dalton. And I was kind of like giving my viewpoint. And this is going to be a video that I do. And this is when you were asleep, Caroline. So I was giving a preview of a video that I'm going to be doing where I'm going to describe and tell you about the underground, the dark world. Okay. Because when we above ground, it's just like, what was that movie with the orcs and the orcai and the ring? My
Lord of the Rings?
is the precious, must
Lord of
have
the Rings?
precious. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. And so you had the underworld. Yeah. So that's like Chicago. Except for Tiffany Henyard is Gollum. Yes. She must have the precious, but the precious is money. Okay, so anyway, you got the underworld, right? And you got the orcs and the orcai and all that. So we're in the we're in the regular world, and we view things that Tiffany Henyard and corrupt politicians do, and it's shocking, right? We can't understand how somebody could be so corrupt, so wrong, so crooked, right? But when you're in the underground, when you're in the underworld, it's business as usual. There is an expectation, okay, of corruption. There are rules to how the game is played, and you have a different set of laws and rules in the underground, similar to the laws and rules that we have in the regular world. Bella61 has said, thank you for the membership. Thank you for thanking your person for donating that membership. Thank you, Hiram. So glad to have you. See you soon, my brother.
Yay!
Patriot, those storms just passed through us, I think. Are those the same ones that
it could be, because we have some clouds coming in. I'm hoping we get some more storm action to cool it down, because it was hot today in Missouri. It was hot. We had a beautiful day yesterday, and then it got like seriously, seriously hot. So anyway, Hiram, if you're heading over to the other live stream, please tell everybody I said hello, God bless, and I'm thinking about everybody.
Yay!
So the heat came back, and now it's a Missouri summer. It's definitely a Missouri summer. This week and next week, I'm scrambling to get ready to go to Florida. Now, when I go to Florida vacation on the 13th, I'm going to live stream from the beach if I can, and definitely from where I'm staying. We're going to be in the Panhandle area on one beach. I forgot the name of it. The one I don't want to go to because you can't surf. But we'll be at the first place for like 3 days, where my wife wants to go because it's pretty and it's peaceful. And then for 4 days, we're going to Daytona Beach that I love. Yay! So me and my youngest son, we all like to surf and boogie board. And the youngest boy, the 20-year-old, he's like big on surfing just like I am. We'll just like surf for hours. I mean, like 4 or 5 hours. We'll run a couple boards and just wear ourselves out.
Have you been to Maui? The
no.
Maui waves?
Oh, Maui, I have not. I would love to. We went to Hawaii, to Oahu for a honeymoon, and we want to go back to Hawaii and take the kids. So I'm going to have to like do a 2-week and go to Maui so I can.
Let me know when we're going.
Yeah. I don't want to have to see any sharks or anything like that, but I would like to surf in Hawaii.
Oh,
So,
awesome. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
yes,
Finish your
Stephen
thought.
N is in the building. Thank you for pointing that out. And Reality Check TV Chicago says girls, birthday girl. So we're definitely going to be celebrating the girls on November the 12th. We're going to have birthday stream. We're going to have the birthday stream. I have to find a sound effect. I'm going to find a special sound effect when I do my next live stream where I can push the button and it'll have a song that will commemorate the November 12th upcoming birthday.
We got to make sure everybody knows. I mean, it's,
But I'm going to live
serious.
stream from down in Florida. So everybody, you can look forward to that birthday face. Yes, that too. Mara. Please forgive me for calling you out your name. My wife's name is Shasta, like pasta. It's spelled Shasta, like Shostakovich, the German male name. But my father-in-law, God rest his soul, he named her Shasta after Shasta daisies, but pronounced it like Shasta, the German name. And so it's not as common of a name. I know 2 other Shastas and one person named Shasta. But anyway, Mara, not Mara, not Mara.
Mara.
It's Mara.
Okay, sorry.
She does like to have her name correctly. So, yeah. So he said birthday face, which means Mara has to show her birthday face on the 12th.
Yep.
You damaged the shock absorber in your knee. No surgeon for
no.
6 months. Izzy, that sucks.
Sorry.
Let yourself heal. You should take some glucosamine and also do collagen. That might help you heal. When you take glucosamine, it helps stimulate the growth of connective tissue when you are in the older than 30-year-old stage. So I'm a big advocate for glucosamine, and it keeps me very young. And at 56, I teach a step class. I do martial arts. I kick the bag. I run. I sprint. I do all sorts of stuff. Okay, Mara says she's down. That's good. Can anybody else remember what the other preview was? I did another preview. I talked about another video that I was going to do, and I wrote it down. Let me see. It's in my notes.
I might have written it down.
Talked about what worked and what did not work in dealing with the mayor. So I'm going to turn that into a whole video. And that goes back to what I was saying about Belcher getting a B- to C+ grade because she started out using a better method of dealing with the narc mayor. And then she went back to the pointing her finger, saying you, and actually addressing the mayor. I wish I could get her to call me on the phone. If anybody knows Belcher personally, yeah, tell her call me because I could give her some weapons of mayoral destruction.
I like that. I like that.
WMDs, weapons of mayoral destruction. Help her drop the bomb. I mean, holy smokes. If they all utilize some of these methods that I have, everyone would know it. If they did it in the next board meeting, you would know, oh, they're using the tactics. It would be that obvious to you. It would be that obvious. I mean, I can't say what they are out loud because then she would know it. You know, we don't want to show the hand. But that was the other thing that I was previewing. And I think we stayed on for 4 hours. I'm going to go back and maybe clip some shorts out of the live stream. And also, Caroline, both of us, especially you, need to go back and clip several pieces out of our last StreamYard that we had with Eric, with my cousin.
I actually found a couple spots that I want to do that, but I can't figure out the directions for the screen recording. Like the way my brain, I have to watch somebody do it, and then I'm good for life. You won't ever have to show me again.
Okay. We can do a video tutorial, and I can show you how to do that. So I'll walk you through that because I definitely want you to get some clips out of that one and get posted up because that was a 3-hour stream. We had a lot of content. And I'm not going to have time to go through all of it. I'm going to try to buzz through and get some bits and pieces out of it and repost it. But you definitely should do that because that needs to be repurposed. So have they rescheduled the trustee meeting? I don't know. It's usually the first Monday of the month. So I'm not sure if they're going to break from that or not.
What
Garin
was
says, I think they only listen to Miss Mary and Jed, and then they might. I think so. I mean, that's their guys. I mean, that's their leader. You can see both of them, are very close to them. Very close. They filmed JB's release. Released from what, Cynthia? I noticed that Dalton trustees had a live stream and they were showing Jed in his little outfit. So what was he released from? Did he go to jail? Maybe they did
They just
arrest
have him in the
him.
holding cell all night.
Was he arrested because he violated the restraining order, or was it because of causing a kerfuffle in the meeting? Does anyone know the answer to that? Why was he in
Jail.
jail, or was he in jail?
What are the charges?
Yeah, what was the charge? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I was wondering, why are they doing a live stream? So let's see. Judge Petty doesn't know either. So can someone tell us, was he jailed for restraining order type restraining order, or was he jailed for kerfuffle type kerfuffle, if you know how to spell kerfuffle? Misdemeanor. A misdemeanor of...
Was it like
he got a
disorderly
restraining order
conduct
from
or
Holmes. Okay, so they gave him a new restraining order for Holmes and arrested him for that? But Judge Petty says, but they kept saying no charges, and I looked up Illinois law. They say they can detain someone 48 to 72 hours.
Yeah, that's typical.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. My answer is don't believe. Don't believe. I'll fake. Don't believe. It's all fake. I'm not falling for it. I think all of that was completely orchestrated. It was a disorderly conduct. Okay, it could be. And like I said, Mary knew that he was going to do that. That was all planned because someone said that Mary knew that he was going to do that. And then you could tell when he walked up there that Mary knew he was going to do that. So, and what does it do? So he gets a disorderly conduct. Actually, it just puts more money in his pocket because it raises his popularity. And then, you know, he gets on a live stream and people are going to feel sorry for him and donate. It's kind of like grifting to me. I don't agree with that.
It's exactly the word I used earlier.
Yeah, you destroyed a meeting. You took attention off of Tiffany Henyard. I keep saying Tiffany. So he allowed Tiffany to get out the back door, and it didn't do anything. It didn't do any good. So I don't know. That's odd. Yes, Cynthia said body language gives her away. Yes, she totally gave it away. She knew that was all orchestrated, scripted. Yep. Jeff H says scripted. It was totally scripted. We ain't falling for it. None of that. I think we're getting played by a lot more than what you think. And there could be a concerted effort. We don't know who's connected to the underground. We don't know what's going on in the dark underworld of Dalton. We don't know. This is very similar to what goes on a national level when we're dealing with the feds, with the FBI, with the CIA, when there are things that are done purposely to distract us, when there are what we call psyops that are run on the masses, just where they test to see what people's general reaction is going to be, to see how obedient we are and how much we will take of being led, manipulated, or controlled. Okay. And so much in the same way, we don't know who's connected to this.
Yeah.
They could all be connected to it, and we're all getting played. It could be done for TV because YouTube's making a ton of money off of this.
Australia.
Yeah. Australia. Interesting that you find this incredulous all the way from over there. Well, we're in agreement there, Izzy. We are in.
I watch Sky News Australia.
Yeah, I love what's that lady from Australia?
Lefty's losing it. The Lefty's losing it.
Yeah. I love her channel. And then there's an Australian that has or a New Zealand guy. Is he New Zealand? You got the land down under? What's the Kiwi country? The Kiwis. Is that New Zealand?
I don't know.
Because that's heard that. You have Australia and New Zealand, and their accents are similar. The Kiwis are New Zealand. There's a guy I watch who's called the Gunman from my body shop stuff, and he's from New Zealand. Pronounced like eyes. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Eyes, not Izzy. Izzy. Right. I thought it was Izzy Dilligaff, like Well, I won't say what I thought the end of that meant, but you know what I mean. Yeah, New Zealand. Okay, thank you. New Zealand is Kiwi. I got a friend here who is a Kiwi who is one of my body shop paint suppliers here in Missouri, and he's a Kiwi. Monique says, could this all be a joint effort to drive property values down in Dalton to be bought up for a big acquisition firm? Yeah, it could be. It very well could be. We don't know. I mean, there's a lot of monkey business that's going on.
So much unknown.
Yeah. And, you know, it's the natural progression of things. Dalton used to be primarily white, and then you had the white flight, and then you had a lot of people, black people coming in, and then a lot of growth of the poverty population, right? But not to the point of where it was as bad as like in Chicago projects or something. Because then at one point, when the projects in Chicago was running out of space, you have people running in from the projects from Chicago coming to Dalton, and then the Daltonites are like, oh Lord, the Chicago project people are coming. And they were like turning up their nose at them. But then you go through a step where property values go down, and then investors come in, and then things start to change again. And, you know, it's just kind of how things go. Steve Strack is in the house. What's up, Steve?
Yay!
Glad to have my homeboy Steve in the house. So yeah, that very well could be the case, and it's the natural progression of things. But the whole point is, we really don't know what's happening in the underworld. The only thing we can be sure of is that Tiffany Henyard is a part of it. And my big point that I made last night was, you can't win a spot without, it's hard to win an election when you're not attached to people who you'll end up owing favors to. So people donate to campaigns so you can get in front of enough eyeballs. You need the money to do that. And in order to do that, I named 3 different categories of people: the big businesses that have money, you have lobbyists that represent the big businesses, and then you have big, fat, rich stakeholders who have other reasons. And so those people put the donations down and get their hands in the back pockets of people running for office. And when their guy or their gal makes it, then that person owes them favors. And so that means they get handed contracts without going through the regular bid process. That means they get discounts, they get tax breaks, all sorts of things, because it's a pay for play system. Yeah, but they got to pay back those people that got their golden ticket when their guy or their girl won the election. And then once they're in the system, then you have pay for play, where those who are connected to the person that won, they get to bid, or not bid, but be given on a silver platter contracts that are not priced based on the lowest bidder, but whatever amount they want. They're bloated contracts. And then the person who is connected to the mayor, they get that bloated contract, and they're expected to give back like a percent. It might be 30%. And that's what you call the kickback. And so that's how the mayor ends up making a ton of money, and the contractors, the dirty contractors who are connected because their person made it into office, that's how they all get rich. And that's the standard in the underworld. And so you have like Delgado Law Group that has 5 different spellings, 4 different spellings of the name, right?
Yeah.
They are involved in the underworld. They're connected to somebody who won political office, whose spouse is a good friend of the attorney general. Okay. And that might be one reason why they're not suing Tiffany Henyard, because she owes him $900,000. There's a whole different set of rules in there, a whole different set of rules. Guarin said Delgado contributed to Friends of Tiffany. Yeah. So he gets the Dalton contract. And even though they might be getting stiffed, he's not going to be able to come up against her, or at least not publicly. Okay. So in the underworld, when you owe a favor, that's it. You've sold your soul. When you get help to get in, you've sold your soul. And so favors and payback is a currency, just like money. And that was a point that I was making in that live stream. Favors are money, okay? And so when you're looking at Tiffany Henyard from the eyes of one of the ghouls, one of the orcs or orcai that lives in the underworld, in the dark world, well, it's business as usual. because we have a different set of rules. Big Mike said Bert Oldelson, Delgado, and Chris Welch are the top dog attorneys in the South suburbs. Yeah, they are. I wonder if Bert Oldelson is a part of the Underworld. I wonder. Izzy eyes. Sorry, eyes. Not Izzy. It's eyes. Says I managed Tiffany Henyard's tax department for the council in a small town in Australia. Oh, huh. If I did half the things I see in Dalton, I'd be fired there in jail. Yeah, you would. Yeah, because there's a different set of rules in the underground. Different set of rules in the underground. Hey, can anybody tell me, could you hear the Dolton Chronicles theme song playing when I started the stream when I was talking to my silly, ridiculous Andrew Holmes voice? Can y'all let me know? Because we're at the end of the stream here, and I want to start the music. I'm hoping that everybody could hear it because I'm going to talk in that silly voice again as I end the stream. Caroline, did you want to mention anything before we head out of the stream?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe to the bottom line.
Yay!
Make sure you guys get over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you remember what I told you. You're supposed to post in the comments when you get over there because I'm going to be checking. Thank you, Dave.
Bottom line with Caroline.
Bottom line with Caroline. Dave Awash is in the house. What's up, Dave?
Yay!
Dave is one of my favorite people that I love chopping it up with in the comments. I'm glad you caught this, Dave. You'll have to watch the replay if you just got here, Dave. I'm about to head on out, but I did want to mention that Dave is my Chicago homeboy. So glad to have you here, Dave. Always look forward to your comments, my brother. Always look forward to it. He's a good guy, good people. So again, could anybody hear the music in the beginning? Please tell me if you could hear the music, and I could turn it up like really high. Right on, Dave. I hear you, my brother.
Yay!
Okay. Nobody's telling me if they could
Nice,
hear the
Carefree.
music in the beginning. Anyone? I'm feeling like Ferris Bueller's Day Off again. Anyone?
Oh, wait a minute. I could answer you. It was on.
Oh, you could hear it?
Because I have both tabs open. And I checked the stream before I went into the studio. And it was while you were doing the, can you guys hear any sound? And then right before I entered the studio, your background came up and I heard the music and then you popped up.
That's good. And I'm going to check on the replay too and kind of see how the levels are. And I'm practicing up, trying to get good at setting the levels and everything. I'm kind of beginning. Now, every now and then you do get somebody's got to be snotty, getting in the comments. Well, you always have to talk over people in your live streams. What is wrong with people? Okay, so I live streamed the Dalton board meeting, and it says right there, live commentary about the Dalton board meeting. Yeah. And then I even post the link to Ed Steve, who provides a feed to the board meeting live with no commentary and no talking. But then people got to come in criticizing me. And I had a couple, go read in the comments. One lady came off really snotty. And so I answered her really snotty. And then she came back and was like, why are you being snotty? And so then I said, well, I'm sorry, but you just came off the wrong way. But I want you to go look at the comments on the post live comments, not the live comments, but go look in the comments on that live video and go see. And it's kind of entertaining. But what we're going to do on the next Dalton board meeting live stream, the mods are going to be kicking people out. So if you got a mod role and anybody comes in and says, why is he talking over the people? You give them the boot. I'm going to post the link to the regular thing, and then they just get the boot. And you are right, Carefree. You're not doing good at it if you don't have haters. Yes, that is true. And I had told somebody that when the trolls arrive, you're doing good. I'm over 6,000 subs. When my Crypto Pro channel blew up, I have 8,400 subs on my other channel. This is not even my biggest channel. It's the most active right now. But when I was blowing up over on the Crypto Pro channel, you don't know nothing about trolls until you get into crypto and investing. Man,
really?
Trolls in the investing sector, especially crypto, they are ruthless. It is
I believe it.
so bad. Oh my gosh. I've got some funny videos. I'll have to like send you a video of something that I had to do because of trolls. It's hilarious, Caroline.
Do it.
Remind me and I'll send you that video. Dealing with the trolls over there is 100 times worse than what the trolls have been like over here on this side.
Thank you, Cynthia.
So that's awesome, Cynthia. Thank you. Dave, make sure you sub to The Bottom Line with Caroline and post in the comments once you jump over there. Rickus, what's up, Rickus?
Yay!
Catching the tail end, coming in just in the nick of time before I ended things up. So we were talking about the trolls and the weirdos, and it's okay. I'm glad they're here. It's all good. So I'm glad to have everyone who is here, good, bad, and ugly. And thank you, Eyes. Eyes says, I love this channel, been watching forever, but first time I've chatted. And thank you. It's so glad to have you in the chat section. Eyes. Give Eyes all the way from Australia a round of applause. There we go. Thank you, Eyes, for taking part and for being here. All right, guys, are you ready? I'm about to end the stream, and I'm going to start the music, and then we're going to be out of here. Here we go. Folks, stay tuned because the Chronicles is about to get crazy. We got another episode coming your way that's gonna knock you off your chair. You won't believe how Mayor Tiffany Henyard is acting a fool when you see this next episode. But we're gonna expose it all, and then we're even gonna chop it up in the comment section. So stay tuned, stick with us, and even catch us on the next live stream, because I promise you, it's gonna be good. So, in my best Andrew Holmes voice, I'm so happy everybody was here. This is Carlton, and I am out.
Oh, I didn't go out too? Am
No,
I not out too?
you have to take him out of here. Take him out of here.
Oh. Okay, bye, y'all.